My name is Prem Chandran and I am a technical marketing engineer at Cisco. Cisco DNA Center is a controller for providing secure access to networks and applications. It provides visibility, observability, insights, automation, and programmability. In this video, I will show you how to use AI baselines to isolate real wireless onboarding issues. First, the network admin has to set up the AI analytics in Cisco DNA Center. This enables the Cisco DNA Center to send the data to the cloud in a completely encrypted format. After that, it takes about a week for the machine learning algorithms to run on this data to create the initial dynamic baselines for different onboarding KPIs like onboarding times, onboarding failures, DHCP time, AAA time, etc. After that, the network admin can view the baselines dashboard and see how these onboarding KPIs are performing for different buildings. The benefits of AI baselines are that the network admin can view dynamic baselines for these onboarding KPIs as compared to fixed thresholds. This allows to isolate real problems in onboarding. They can also view baselines for busy hours versus the non-peak hours. They can also understand the behavior of their wireless network across different buildings for client onboarding. So now let us see how the network admin can use the AI baselines dashboard in Cisco DNA Center. To access the AI baselines, you can go into the main menu, Assurance and Baselines. Now you can see as a network admin how many buildings you have, how many wireless LAN controllers, and if there are any AI-driven onboarding issues. The time is set to the last 24 hours. You can change the time using the custom range and change it to any week in the last 30 days by using the calendar. So all the data will change according to whatever time you select. It will show the baselines for the time period that you select as the network admin. Here you can see that the onboarding time is selected. You can also select onboarding failures and look at the baselines in different buildings for onboarding failures. You can look at the DHCP time across buildings, and you can also look at the association time across buildings and association failures across buildings, if any. Going back into the onboarding time, the network admin can see the different buildings and which building has the highest onboarding time, which is on the far right side, and which buildings have the lowest onboarding time. Also, each bubble represents a building, and the size of the building represents how many clients are there in that building. So the bigger the bubble, the more clients in that building. The red buildings indicate that there is an AI issue in that building, which means that the KPI, in this case the onboarding time, has breached the baselines created by the AI for the onboarding time. So now let us drill down into one of the buildings and see how the data looks like and how the baselines look like for that particular building for onboarding time. Once the network admin drills down into a building, they can view the baselines for the different onboarding KPIs. They can select the onboarding KPIs that they want to see the baselines for here. In this case, all of them are selected. They can also select the SSID for which they want to see the onboarding KPIs, as well as the wireless LAN controllers, if any, for this building. So here the network admin can see that the blue line is the real onboarding times for clients in this building for the last 24 hours. The green band is the baseline for onboarding time that is created by the machine learning algorithms. So you can see there is an upper bound and lower bound created by the machine learning algorithms for different periods of time. And the blue line is within that upper and lower bound for the period of time selected here. So there are no onboarding issues as far as the AI is concerned because everything is within the normal range. The network admin can also view the onboarding failure baselines, the DHCP time baselines, authentication time baselines, and association failure baselines. This gives the network admin a view of how the wireless network will perform when everything is normal for different times of the day. And they can also go back in time up to 30 days and look at the baselines for these different KPIs. So here they can also change the time period they want to see the baselines for. So they can go back up to the previous 2 days or go back up to the previous 7 days in this particular screen. So let's go back to the 24 hours. And once they have seen the baselines, they can also go into the view details to look at more information for onboarding time. Once they select the view details, they can see the average onboarding time duration as seen in the previous screen. They can also see the number of unique clients during different parts of the day that are onboarding onto the wireless network. And below that, they can see a chart where it shows the different onboarding times and how many onboardings are within those times. So here 1200 plus onboarding are within 0 to 1 second, and there is 76 onboarding times which are greater than 8 seconds. Hovering over the 8 seconds shows the network admin which floors are affected the most by these higher onboarding times, which helps them narrow down the problem. Selecting the greater than 8 seconds also shows them the APs where these onboarding times are greater than 8 seconds. It shows the number of onboarding times which are greater than 8 seconds for each of these access points, the percentage of onboarding time greater than 8 seconds. They can sort on any of these columns as well. So they can see which AP has the highest number of onboarding time by percent greater than 8 seconds, the number of clients, the frequency band, and the floor on which this AP is located. All this information allows the network admin to quickly troubleshoot if there are any real onboarding issues, on which floor these onboarding issues are located the most, and how many clients are affected to decide whether to take any further action. They can also go directly into the access point 360 from the screen by selecting the access point and drill down further into an access point to look at the details of that access point and see how that access point is performing, to look for any problems in the access point which may cause onboarding times to increase. For more information, please refer to the Cisco DNA Center YouTube channel, the user guide, and the assurance guide. Thank you for watching.